Alright, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Just trying to see if we can get the angle right. This is Barney and Rick.
Yeah.
We are doing some grilling out back. Doing some burgers tonight. We're calling them hamburger steaks though, because Mom is making what? What are we having? Pischetti, right?
Yeah.
So, pischetti, and we're not doing meatballs. It was going to be a vegan option. So we're doing hamburger steaks. We're going to do the kids and I, we're going to do a hamburger patty. And these are the frozen kind from the Sam's Club. And we're going to do spaghetti on top of the hamburger steak. So, hamburger spaghetti.
You got right here.
And here they are. The people are out. Mom is making some bread. What are you guys doing?
We're going to put some rosemary in the focaccia. Is that okay?
That's great.
Perfect.
They're just going to put some rosemary in the focaccia. I'm not sure. Anyhow, we got the Brinkman rolling strong out here. Can you see my face? Only Henry can see what I'm recording.
Yeah.
All right, is it a good picture? I mean, it's not a good picture. I just mean it's in frame, right? He doesn't know what that means. It's okay.
I do know.
We'll go ahead and open it up here. Okay, we're doing good. We got the Trader Joe's Spices of the World 21 season salute. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, and it smells good. It smells good. I haven't used it before. Anyhow, here we go. Rick, he's part of the equation here. We're grilling these up. I think I'll spin it around so you don't have to look at Barney anymore. There you go. Doing all right. Don't want to get the phone all greasy. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a turn. Whoop! Come on now. Wait. Uh-oh. That'll be Rick's. Just kidding. We'll give that little piece to the dog. She'll enjoy. Maybe I should give these a little longer to brown up. They've been on here for a few minutes. We've already got a grease fire. There we are, just giving them a turn, like a quarter turn, till we get the marks right. Turn that guy up a little bit. Is it going? Yeah, it is. I always have to double check.
No, the smoke don't get in my eyes.
Okay, I love these glasses. He wears them upside down. No, that is the correct way, isn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those? Can you please put them on? So, you know, all of us Earthlings are now aware of your presence here. You know, we understand there have been some of your crafts have crashed, you see, and there's biologics that have been recovered. Where do you come from out there? Can you point, and like which direction did you come from? Which direction did you come from? Like in general? Huh, straight up. That's crazy. And like what planet are you from? Where do you guys come from? What planet?
Venus.
Venus? Nice. Do you know anybody from Uranus? Or is there any life on Uranus? Any biologics?
Yes.
Nice. What do you call yourself? I'm an Earthling. Where are you?
An alien.
Oh, do you just call yourself an alien?
I am.
What? All right. How did you come up with the technology to get here? Never mind. Did it involve sticks and potion and that sort of thing? Wood chips? What did it involve?
Metal.
Metal. Okay.
And wood.
Huh. That's a surprise. You wouldn't... Are you looking at... Oh, he's looking at home. Oh my gosh, that's one of your friends, isn't it? Or is that just an airplane? Is that a UAP or is that an airplane? This is kind of a difficult interview. I'm going to pan. We've got BK smoke rolling here. Okay, here we go. We're going to check. We're going to let the smoke signal out. There we are. Okay, we're gonna retool here. I think we're doing good. I'm gonna try to flip and see where we're at. Okay, very good progress here. Of course, these started frozen. Very nice. And then the goal is going to be to close the lid on the fire. There we are. Perfect. Close the lid. I noticed these pre-packaged burgers brown up a lot quicker. It's unnatural. Like if I had put just pattied my own burgers and put them on there, they don't brown up healthily. So what my theory is that they put a little bit of sugar or something in the mix with these things, and then it caramelizes. It's unnatural. Do you know anything about it?
What?
Do you know anything like on your planet? Do you guys eat burgers?
Yeah.
Like what kind of burgers though? Because you probably don't have cows.
Human burgers.
What?
Human burgers.
Ew. Is that why you're here? Together? Oh no. Just gonna step away. Oh no. Do you guys have hot dogs? On your planet?
Human hot dogs.
Human hot dogs? That's disgusting. Alright. You know, maybe you should go back where you came from. Back to Venus. Great job. Okay, well, we are really smoking here. Out of control. But we're living our best lives now. And recovering from our long trip yesterday. So we went to Omaha, to Council Bluffs. Oh yeah, and we were at Lake Manawa, and I forgot to turn on the camera. There were some questionable characters, so we didn't spend long. We ate lunch in the car. There were a lot of pit bulls loose and whatnot, so we chose to, stay, behind locked doors. From Lake Manawa, we got into the hills, got to Council Bluffs. That's where we picked you up. Council Bluffs, up to Crescent, got gas, onto Hitchcock Nature Center, onto Missouri Valley, which was got stuck behind a train for a while. Okay, had enough and said let's just cut right back west. Alright, how are we doing here? Gonna just do the turn effect. Turn effect. Turn effect. Turn effect. Okay. Put that there. I think this is probably doing great. It's gonna fall through. No, it didn't. Can't believe it. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to rescue that. Ugh. This isn't good. There we go. I'm gonna put that up top so it can fall through. Alright, now I'm gonna smell like burgers, for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
But you guys love burgers. What do you think? Are beef burgers better or worse than human burgers?
Beef.
You like beef?
I only had it once.
What'd you like more, human or beef?
Human.
You just said you like beef.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, don't you realize we figured out how to farm it? A human, you don't get that much meat. But have you ever seen the size of a cow? Aren't you responsible for the cattle mutilation? Was that you?
I don't get it.
Which aliens cut up the cattle and skin them and whatnot?
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny? Where's he from?
Venus.
Ah, Johnny from Venus is the one responsible for the Why does he do it?
Because he gets paid.
Who's paying him? Let me guess, the Clintons? The Clintons? Is that right? Alright, this is not good. We need to address this. We are seriously smoking here. Let's see what we got. Alright, you know what? I forgot to season these. And now we got a grease fire we're competing against. Gotta try to hit these quick. The 21 season salute. There we are. Looking great. Come on now. And I don't think this stuff has salt in it, so I brought out the iodized. There we are. Ugh. There we go. A little salt. Never hurt anybody. Too much. There we go. It all drips off anyways. We're not too concerned. Alright. Well, I think we might take a walk tonight. I don't know where. I really don't feel like going far. Veronica has a youth group tomorrow night. So tomorrow's kind of shot, meaning, yeah, we're tied down a little. So, an evening after dinner
I'm
walk.
going on a walk on Venus.
Have you ever walked on Venus?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have mountains over there?
Kind of.
I don't believe you're from Venus. You know why?
Why?
Because every time I ask you about Venus, like, you're not, I feel like you're being deceptive. Are you from the CIA? Is this all a psyop?
What's that?
Yeah, you're a liar. I know where you're from. You and that one guy, David Fravor.
Who's that?
What's David Fravor's favorite flavor? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter.
He's in that.
Ah, okay. The UAP drone. Very good. All right, I'm shutting it off because we got a grease fire going here. See you soon. All right, guys, we're back at Doane in Crete because it was a close drive. Usually we don't do a follow-up. We ask a lot of questions and we see a lot of things, but this place was too interesting not to follow up on and come back. So this is the Boswell Observatory, just through my education via YouTube University. This was actually the first home of the Nebraska Weather Service, so the National Weather Service. And it housed our weather service here in Nebraska for the first 10 years. So 1883 is what the building says, so that sounds about right. I think from 83, we'll just say, and forgive me if I'm wrong on the dates, to 93, that was our first weather service. And yeah, they were on star time, and anyways, kept everything on track. But it was legit and kept all the early records in the state. And then it moved to Valley eventually. All right, we'll point the camera this way at the kids. But and I did look it up. There was, here we are, looking good on the backside there. Get a sense of the place. There it is. All right, we'll loop back. We'll follow the kids. Outside of the chapel again. Boys, let's keep on moving.
And now give me my money back.
All
Give me
right,
my
that's
money back.
Millie. The boys are, of course, bickering. That's a scene. There's that light we saw last time. The boys have had too much sugar.
And I'm aware.
Now, we're not going to take you guys all the way through what you've already seen. The reason we came back was because after attending YouTube University, I realized the connection. The fact that I'm standing here, I would argue has a lot to do with this college's namesake. We got extreme horsepower coming through. Come down here where it's more chaotic. See? There we go. Alright guys, so sometimes nature works against us and we find disorder. Thank God for higher education. Anyways, well, it's kind of quiet now. All right, so the one of the early founders, one of the founders, his name was Thomas Doane. He was the chief civil engineer for the Burlington and Missouri River Railroad. So I believe it was 1854 when the Nebraska Territory was opened to settlement. And yeah, just again, this school is almost as old as the state of Nebraska. This was a priority, you know, setting up shop. We needed education for the people. Soon after Nebraska became a state, but Thomas Doane was responsible for surveying and laying out the rail tracks through eastern Nebraska. We'll just say from, I believe it was from like the Omaha area, but for sure from Lincoln to, it's escaping me, starts with an I. Ina? We'll look it up, it doesn't matter because it's hard to think when I'm paying attention to all these other people's. But anyways, starting at the regional center, that area, that was Asylum, Nebraska. We know why. And the towns from basically the regional center going west were named in alphabetical order all the way out again to whatever that town that starts with an I. I'll put it in the comments. And then you say, well, okay, we're back. We're thinking about all this. So the interesting thing is that the connection, again, our feet are on the ground here, at least Navio feet.
How about you put them on a tree?
Navios came through Ellis Island.
This is another variety of Mugo pine.
Nice.
Slow man.
I believe it was Prosper Navio. He's our ancestor. All of us Navios have in common. So the Homestead Act opened or started in 1862, I believe. Not long after the Nebraska Territory was opened. You could get 160 acres. You'd have to settle on it and improve the land and stay there, I think, for 5 years. And anyways, if you were able to make it and actually it wasn't just free land, you had to work for it. But if you proved yourself and did it, you would get the deed or whatever, a title to the land. It was yours. So anyways, Mr. Doane opened everything up. And again, he was known for the way he laid his rail tracks. He didn't just do the boring straight lines, and we picked up on that theme without anybody telling us about it. So the sweeping that we saw last time, I think that's intentional. We're not going to ask these poor people. They probably don't want to deal with this too much. But I thought that was interesting. Anyways, I'm sorry, trying to get to my point. The connection would be, I'm just guessing that good old Prosper Navio, who was in Iowa at the time, settled into northwest Iowa, I want to say. I can't remember where. But yeah, the Homestead Act opened, and I'm just guessing Prosper got on a train and rolled west, again ending out just to the west of Hastings. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the town. And went another 100 miles into what was brand new territory and settled in Lexington, Nebraska. There are records of it. I think he had 9 kids. And anyways, did it. Failure was not an option. And they made it. They did it. And yeah, so unequivocally a connection here. The West was opened up, and we took full advantage. And here we are. The university is still here. It was a big deal, and it's hard to gather my thoughts. Maybe in the fall, come back by myself. Anyways, I'm gonna let the brain settle.
Backtracking?
No, we can cut back up this way.
All right, you lead so she doesn't trip you up.
There was a spot we missed last time.
Wildlife habitat.
They have an outdoor like amphitheater here. Here is the western end of this little lake that we walked around last time. Oh yeah, the bridge is what I wanted to mention. I think that's the crossing of the Missouri River. That's probably not what anybody intended, but I think it applies. We got a giant wasp here coming my way. Giant wasp's cutting in. I don't know where his nest is. I don't really want to get stung, so we'll give him a minute. Alright, we got a cicada killer on patrol
Oh.
through here. I don't know where their nest is. It's probably just off to the edge of the sidewalk. You see him?
Well, if we walk quickly,
Well, if we go up this way and then cut around.
yeah, let's do that instead then.
Hopefully we don't find his nest out here. We got Jenny. I just meant she'll get what I mean, because we do want to come down to the bridge. There we are. Hopefully not gonna step on his nest. That'll be the kind of content we're needing though. All right. Yeah, we missed a lot of this last time. But anyhow, the bridge, again, the university was founded by a civil engineer, so it was perfect. And yes, they do have an engineering school. But so again, I think the bridge sort of represents opportunity, shall we say. Rolling west, going out to the wilderness. You need rail tracks, and well, there was a way, and the people found a will. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm rushing here. Alright.
Henry.
Millie just found a hawk feather, it looks like. She's going to give to Randy, or Rick, whatever his name is. Alright. Alright. There it is. And I don't know if this will wrap back around for us or not. But here would be the amphitheater that we missed. I think they do a lot of their graduations and public events out here. They set up a bunch of chairs for graduation and whatnot. There we go. I think you guys can see it. We got kids sitting over here, so I don't want to point a camera at them and get hauled out by security forces. Alright. Yep, we're going to have to cut back to wrap around the lake.
There's steps that go up over there if we want to.
Yeah, but
that.
we know what that is. That's just, we've been there.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather go down by the lake and cross the bridge again.
Yeah, that was really pretty.
Yeah, no matter what. Even if it's like one of these.
Guys, stay on the trail, please.
Look what Millie found for me.
I know, I saw her. I watched her find it. What kind
Millie, where did you find it?
Right there. Missy, slow down. You need a neck break.
This is really going to help my collection, Millie. Thank you. Yeah.
We've got some water at the dam.
Alright. We'll do the long walk by the lake, since you guys just got a portion of it last time. And then we could probably turn this off. But the same rail lines which were laid, again, just the place and the layout, the this and the that, yeah, is still used to this day. Mr. Doane wasn't kidding. Knew what he was doing, and when he was done here, he lived in Crete, I think, for 5 years. Had like an estate, I think, south of town. And Look at the woods. But did eventually leave and went back to New England, where he was from. His daughter stayed here and married someone from the Crete area. Can't remember if they were affiliated with the school or not. And then when he died, Mr. Doane left a substantial contribution to the school. And I did look it up. Tuition here is like, I want to say 50 grand per year. So not cheap if you're not coming on a scholarship. Probably, unless you, I mean, if you're doing engineering or something and you get some help, maybe it makes sense. But yeah, it is going to be a painful operation if you're coming here to study English or something. Sorry, English majors, communications majors. Yeah, not a good idea. I'm going to turn this off. Be back in just a moment. Alright guys, we're on the final wind down here of our walk at Doane, our follow-up visit with convoluted thoughts. Basically, we moved west thanks to good hard science. You had Mr. Doane, who was a civil engineer, had a hard skill that opened the West, so you have the application of knowledge to solve real world problems and create new opportunities. You know, the bridge to what's new and exciting and next. And yeah, you have people who are willing to work hard and take advantage of the opportunities that are created. Here we are. There's Randy. Everybody's here tonight. There you go. We've got big trucks. But if you're going to go to Doane, study something real. Something that you can walk away, that's never going to leave you. Something that solves real problems. That's what you got to study if you come here. And you better do it on a scholarship, like I was saying. Engineering, something. Science, chemistry, mathematics. That's what you're studying. Communications, you can learn that on the YouTube. All the other nonsense. English, go check out a book.
Dad, look, I found a Hot Wheel.
He found a Hot Wheel and we're wrapping our way. We're going this direction.
And Millie found me a feather.
Found a feather.
It's for my feather plate.
Anyways. Alright guys, we're back from the neighborhood park. Rick and I, you tell the people what we're doing.
We're looking for feathers.
Why?
Because I have a feather collection and we want to find some more.
Yep, Rick collects bird feathers. He's got an extensive collection, and just yesterday we found I think a hawk feather or something.
Yeah, it's a hawk.
But we're here, we got our bikes parked just below the tree, and we're gonna walk the woods line along this creek, right? Because it would stand to reason that the birds that sit in the trees would drop their feathers. We've already checked around this tree and came up empty. This is a big old cottonwood, I think. Anyhow, we're gonna leave our bikes here. Here we go. All right, I'll follow you. We'll look. Let's be methodical about it though. Let's sweep to the right and then we'll turn around and then we'll come back this way. All right, and there's probably poison ivy down here, so don't get actually into any of this. But we're just looking.
What if there's like a feather right there?
Well, I see like poison oak and stuff right there, so yeah, we'll have to be strategic about how we actually grab stuff. But, so follow me. Let's go this way first. We got our bikes up on the hill. Alright. Okay, here's a giant tree we're just below. So we might get lucky kind of underneath. All right, and it looks like someone's mowed recently, so that's working against us. It's been raining a lot here, so the grass just won't quit. All right, so this is prime territory here. Pay close attention. I'm looking. Yep, I don't see any, but what a cool tree. There he is. If you guys spot one on Laserdisc, let us know if we missed it. Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing any. So, and these are getting into people's backyards here, so we'll avoid that. But stay up here out of the brush, just because if you want to, well, am I seeing any poison ivy? I'm not sure.
Do you see one?
Nope, I'm just looking, scanning. Alright, so then we'll start cutting back this way, just like we've been doing. We might need to find a spot that hasn't been mowed, like recently. You can tell, it's pretty short.
Oh, this whole thing is mowed.
Yep, but yeah, there's, as we walk along the edge, they don't mow this stuff, so there might be some kind of tucked in. It also rained last night and this morning. Here she is.
Mom has these.
Yep, but remember, don't get in there because you don't know what you're rubbing up against. And it is a humid one out here today. You can tell everything is wet. Alright, so this looks interesting. Under this dense juniper tree here, don't rub up against all these little shrubs.
Yeah, what are they?
Okay? Well, I don't know what some of them are, so.
Oh, I think I know what these are. Yeah, Joe Boy says it. I think those. They, basically, when you touch the sides, it basically stings you.
It could be nettles. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
For sure. And those aren't fun. I've run through those in the dark on accident once. Me and a friend, and it stopped us in our tracks. Not the worst experience. You just wash your legs off, but yeah, it was instant, like stinging and itching. It was weird. All right, let's focus, boy.
I'm fine. I'm doing that to those big spiders.
Yep. You guys like looking into the ravine?
Or it's just not.
At least it's not darkness.
What's this?
You got some sumac growing. A lot of haggard trees here kind of falling over.
Yeah.
This was a natural creek, though, I believe, a natural drainage area. Original to the neighborhood. The neighborhood was built around it.
I think that was from beavers.
No, I think that there must have been some water through here. Some high water is what it looks like to me.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Which surprises me because I certainly have never seen water that high, but that's what it looks like. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe Randy was... No, I'm going to say final verdict. That looks like... But then you would expect to see stuff pushed over down there. I have no idea what that's all about. Maybe they just did the brush cutter and let it lay where it is. Hard to say. I'm going to go with brush cutter. Randy on the brush cutter. Alright, here is prime feather territory. So we're looking carefully. There we got some pink granite. Nebraska pink granite. Glacial erratic, buddy. You know, it might be funny if you start calling me buddy in the videos. Say, alright, buddy. Never mind.
All right, buddy.
He just did it. Alright, so we're not coming up on any extreme treasure. I'm surprised. I thought that we'd find a couple. Not seeing any. I'm surprised. And we're getting into the, well, to the end of this here. We got children up on the play set, so we'll avoid camera involvement. with them. So like this leaves of 3. I don't know what that is. That could just be maple. I don't think. That could be poison oak. Leaves of 3, let it be. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Yep, that's the rule. So look. I don't even know what it is. Leaves of 3? What is it?
Leaves of 3, let it be.
That's right. But here, see here? That might be one of your big spider holes right here. Should we see? Yeah. And here's the trick to getting them out. You need a small stick. Looking, I'm scanning Randy in the brush pile. Help me out here. Those are roots, but those would be the right size. Come on now, it's like my yard. You need a stick, you just bend over there. So he'll be a big one if he is a spider. So look out. So all you do, whoops, is kind of tease the entrance here and watch. We'll pay attention. When we were in Haiti, we caught tarantulas this way. They have big holes, obviously, but a lot of times Nebraska's like large ground-dwelling wolf spiders live in burrows like this. Here's another one over here. You want to try that one?
Yes.
And it's possible that was just a bird digging for something, but
Where is it?
right here.
No, it's all clogged up.
Okay. There's a cicada shell, and it could be emerging cicadas as well. But it's funny. So in a tarantula territory, you'd take a blade of grass. A stick doesn't really do it. And you just kind of mess around with the entrance of that dugout that they have. And yeah, they'll like jet out, you know, because that's what they do. They're predators. They don't use webs. Like they go after whatever comes across the hole, or they really come out at night and wander around and eat stuff. But just like in Haiti, these big Nebraska wolf spiders will come out and yeah, jump out of that hole. It's kind of frightening. But yeah, if we find one, we'll show you the effect. And we get big ones, not the size of my palm, but the size of my yeah, maybe it would be my palm. Huge spiders here, especially in the fall. They're looking for a place to camp to survive the winter.
Home Alone's brother has.
Yeah, we don't have tarantulas in Nebraska. Maybe in western Nebraska we might have a stray specimen, we'll say, or two, but not around here. Total score.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find number 1, but not in the right category. But we'll certainly celebrate a baseball. All right. Toothbrush? You need a toothbrush? Don't touch it.
I know.
Yeah, it's hard to say what's happening there. I didn't think air park people brushed. God bless them. Well, they used to brush until they lost it. All right, guys, we might need to move to a different zone, but surely, yep, come with me, buddy. So that way, yep, come here. Yep, show me your baseball. Hold it up. Whoop, cool. All right, there you go. Yep, I'm not seeing anything good. All right. Got a lot of air activity. All right. We'll just keep looking here along the trail. If you people on the laser disc see any, for goodness sake, let us know. Come back and pick it up. But kind of feels like a fruitless effort, but I don't think I'm crazy. I figured if we just walk below the tall trees. I have not seen one. Kind of crazy. What is that? No. Whoa, come here. I just unearthed an ant nest. They got their larvae. See? Those little egg-looking things?
Yep.
Oh, look, they're really mad now. All right. Look at them. Have you ever heard the word frenetic? Never mind. Do you see the energy in the ants, the way they move like that?
Yeah.
Frenetic. Say it.
Frenetic.
That's right. You guys can look it up on the laser disc. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's make our way back because I think the people are going to sleep.
They're really loud now.
Oh, look. They hate it when I do this. If any of you have never seen the movie UHF, made by Weird Al, let's walk down here. It looks inviting. Now, hey, got to tell you something.
Yeah.
If Dad's not here with you, okay, and if you're not an able-bodied man, just make sure my bike is still there because this is Air Park. I still see it. All right. Don't ever come over here by yourself. You know, when you're to that age, and come down here and hey, there's the. I don't know if you guys can see that plane. It's the big one though, the jumbo like 747. They use that in case we get struck by the Ivan, megaton nuke, where when things on the ground are dire, that's where the operations continue in the air. That's no joke. And I think we've seen that before, and I forgot to put it on the Laserdisc link for you. But definitely worth looking up. The Strategic Air Command.
There's tons of trash down here.
Yep, there's birds, there's robins and stuff. Hey, where there's birds, there are feathers, I would think. But listen, I don't ever want you coming down here and getting into this water or anything, because when I was a kid, we did similar things, and there were a couple times where we were lucky that we made it out. All right, this is of course the creek. There's probably turtles and frogs, and that's why you'd want to get in there, right?
No.
But listen,
I don't want to even go in there. That's disgusting.
if there was a flash flood or something, you say, that's not going to happen. I promise you, at some point it will, and you just don't want to get caught up down here.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. So, better to avoid. But if you're older, and hey, what do we find now?
A phone.
Whoa.
A park.
So we're finding all sorts of Air Park treasure. All right, let's, do they have a public trash can around here?
No, we could save this to bring home and show to Mom.
Mom doesn't want to see it. It's missing the screen. So let's hold on to it. We'll be like Luke or Steve Wallace, our heroes.
Let's hold on to
And we'll throw away, the more substantial trash that we find. So we found cell phones, baseballs. Hey, there's a screen to the phone, or the screen protector. Something tells me someone stole that phone, and be careful because that's glass. It could cut you, that protector. Somebody either purposefully threw it in here or lost it, and I guess it lay there, and Randy on the weed trimmer, the John Deere mower, hit it. Let's wrap back this way because then we're on private property over there. Plus we got the squad up on the hill. We got our bikes, and we do need to consider the neighborhood that we're in. Don't want to get our stuff stolen, because yeah, people will not hesitate for even a moment.
Oh no.
What?
I think a little puppy got it. Looks like Lucy's chew marks, doesn't that?
Alright, our bikes are still there. That's something. My faith in humanity is still at like 50%. So that's good. Unchanged is better than, a down tick.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of ticks, I'm not feeling any creepy crawlies.
I don't either.
Alright, we're going to make our way back. Total failure on the feather recovery operation today. Wow, look at the scene. You guys seeing this? And there's that behemoth jumbo jet. You guys can see it right over here. They just circle and circle and circle. And it doesn't matter what time of day it is, in the middle of the night, these things like idle on the runway. And they're so big, those engines have this low rumble, and it sounds like a constant thunder. Used to it now, but easily, wakes you up. Okay.
Hey.
See, and now the dispersal of the phone makes me think it was intentional. Somebody stole that phone from a friend, had their way with it. It was destroyed, and then the mower took care of the rest. And I'm looking around for a trash bin. The problem is you would need a park worker to empty said bin, and I don't know if we have, maybe the mower man hits it? Not sure.
Is this an
So what we'll do for now is I'll take our feather collection bag, or evidence bag. Maybe it's an evidence bag now officially.
Oh yeah.
And
so then we can put the phone in.
yeah, we'll put the phone in the bag.
Baseball.
See, now we